Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to the Hong Kong campaign. For those of you who are just jumping in this particular video, the Hong Kong campaign is an Ash and Shadows mod, and it is a mod that you can download through the link down below in the description. Yes, it's a Google Doc, it's not a link that says click here to download, but that is inside the Google Doc. So please read that, figure out how to work it, and make sure that you follow the steps. This mod does not, as the question has been asked quite a bit, it does not replace unit models because that's something that you just cannot do, or at least people haven't quite figured out how to do it yet. So if you have, for example, I don't know, the Dark Hawk, which is an alternate variant of the Black Hawk, this is the super sneaky one, very good stealth, it is going to have the same model as a Black Hawk. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's have a look at Shenzhen, where there is supposedly a party. What we have here is the 32nd Tank Regiment and company. They're going to come in from Pinggu, and they're going to start pouring out of there with all sorts of transports, ZSD 90s, 55s, ZBDs, trucks, more of those recon, well, yeah, sort of semi-recon things. ZZC 55s, and 114 tanks. Because why not? These guys are dangerous to helicopters. The laser dazzler is going to make those things panic. It won't actually kill them, but it will make them panic. It just has a really high suppression rate. These guys come equipped with that, and they come equipped with the Norinco, which is the anti-weapon or the anti-missile system. I think APS stands for Advanced Protection System or something to that extent. And at any rate, if you fire a missile at this thing, it's just going to knock the missile right out of the sky. These guys do not come equipped with it, but they do come equipped with the Laser Dazzler. The 99s also come with an Invar ATGM, and the 96 come with the Reflex. Not to be underestimated, the ZTZ-96, because they have 20 armor piercing. They are lacking in the firepower, or in the armor department though, only 14 frontal armor. Now, what do I have? Well, 55 units of infantry of all sorts. Marine Raiders with their smalls might be interesting, but I'm afraid that they're going to get overwhelmed very quickly. Riflemen, AT-4s, even worse. They do carry 12 of them though, so that's nice, but you're just going to make sure that they live long enough to use at least half of them. Spikes might come in handy, but as I mentioned, if they encounter a Norinco or similar, then they're not going to get that missile to hit. I got a whole bunch of support units, including the Atacams. I might be able to make those work, but I think they'd have to be over here in the new territories, or in, well, maybe in Yantian. Maybe I can get them far enough away from Pinggu if I want to hit that. I also have my own tanks, which are the M1A2s, 24 frontal armor and 25 armor piercing. That means that, what's their best? These cannot hurt the tank. Well, they can at maximum range. That's when they start to equalize the armor. These things have 21 frontal armor, however, so I start to slice through that. But keep in mind, Ash and Shadows changes the strength of a unit. It's not just 10. The strength of the M1A2 is 28. And for these things, it's slightly lower at 24. So my best bet is probably not to go head-to-head, not to go on a tank-on-tank warfare, but to use airstrikes. And what I'm thinking of using is the Thunderbolt, the Strike Eagle, especially cluster bombs are going to come in handy. And if I can still bring in additional aircraft, which I'm afraid I cannot do, because I already sent those out to be, well, somewhere else, to deal with the incursion here. To deal with... Yeah, to deal with the boys here in Sai Kung, the destroyed Marine Division. It means that I don't have any more aircraft than you currently see. I can send in the Night Stalkers. That's the 160th SOAR Special Operations Group. I'm not sure if these would be useful. Because this is a seed plane, but it only jams, it doesn't kill. The Phantom Ray has a paveway. I don't think that these are going to be particularly useful. So we're going to keep these here. Or, well, if I'm feeling lucky, I can pounce on Bawan and take out the guys over there. Wait, you do have a command unit, right? Yeah, you do. I was wondering, where's the command unit? Well, it's there. Anyway, so this means, long story short, what I'm going to be going into Shenzhen with is in Shenzhen. So let's have a fight. Now, the tactic that I have in mind is to try and wait out the enemy to some extent. They have a lot of points that I need to kill before I'm able to call it a victory. Going with tanks on tanks through Delta is no joy. Calling an aircraft in from Bawan is probably a pretty good option. The challenge will be to hold on to this zone, because I cannot eliminate tanks when they come down here. Well, I can start to engage them from here to there, which is short range, but they will start to retaliate early. They generally also pour in from here and from here, so it's tricky to defend. The issue is, it's a +4. New territories is none. So, while it does provide me with land and air reinforcement routes, it's not as easy to hold. That leaves Yantian. And Yantian, I think, is where I'm going to make my stay, or at least, let's say the majority of my firepower. This is the place where I want to sit with my command units and where I want to call in my airstrikes, in the form of 2 elite strike eagles. The F-22 Raptors are going to stay at the airport, but the Thunderbolts might come in. Then again, APS. So those missiles, well, they're pretty much going to go to waste. This town over here might be useful, long-range ATGM standoff, but again, the same rule applies, APS. So, it's a bit tricky, this one. Over here, however, I might be able to deploy some tanks. Tanks here, here, along this ridge here, and I can pull them back to the new territories. And that way I always have a quick place to repair them. That is if they make it this far, which is a big if. I really would like to stay in Bawan despite the risk. I could send infantry here and here. Yeah, you know what? I might be able to pull that off. If I put a fob over here, and I put a go-between logistics unit like a Hemet over there, and I think you can put a Wizened after it as a logistics chain, I can keep units in here resupplied. I can keep them firing. The biggest challenge is getting here before the enemy rolls in. 15 rounds a minute on the small. These have more punch. These have less punch. Accuracy is better. I think the Super Cat Jackals... yeah, these might also support. The issue is I don't have a lot of these gentlemen here. The US Marine Raiders. Which makes them valuable. Well, that's not necessarily true. Something that is rare does not mean it's strictly valuable. It does mean that I will not be able to deploy them anywhere else. National Guard are a hell no, because M72A law, or A4 law, is terrible as is. Spike teams, they are elites. That's really nice. But I don't quite know where to deploy them. Well, here, maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Screw it, let's do it. I also need that Hemet in position. I got my aircraft. I could, if I really wanted to, try and move around Pingu. So move a force around here and deploy a command there, and that would instantly destroy the whole battle group. But I've already pulled that trick a few times. I'm not afraid that the enemy's going to be wise to my tricks, but it's a bit cheesy. It's a trade-off. It's a bit cheesy. It works. It works like a charm. But I don't want to just completely cheese the whole campaign. One thing I didn't think to check is what the status is of the enemy's air force. Like, do they have any? If so, it's going to be an interesting fight. This bush over here, this tree line, could be interesting to start side-shotting units over there. So that's going to be the job of the M1A2s. Let's go with a veteran. And a hardened. You're going to get your own reconnaissance units. What's the super links? 2 Iris missiles. They can shoot at aircraft? Curious. Okay, it's not really something I need. I will need quite a bit of income here, though. So I'm going to put a CV in Alpha 2. I guess I'm going to have to back up the guys over here. The Marine Raiders with more infantry. And then for that long range attack, I might be able to use the Atacams. It's a big if, relying upon whether it's able to get a group of units targeted or not. While I'm not going to try and get a command vehicle in there, I might be able to snipe their command instead. Could be an interesting job for the longbow. But ideally I would just get a reconnaissance team in there. I think I'm going to have to cross this bridge, run, and then go back there. These things are not amphibious, though. Crap. Whatever, we'll have to make it work. Let's keep some points in reserve to see what the enemy does, and begin the game. Already, I made a mistake. Already, I did not deploy any kind of reconnaissance here. Which is probably going to come back to bite me at some point. Spike teams there, you guys disable your weapons. You over here, there. Gentlemen, disembark. Fire scout over the hill. Tanks in position, recon in cover. You there. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. Drop off, get the Super Cats out of there. Get the Bradleys out of there. Marine Raiders, forward. Ah, there's the NTR. There go the Super Cats. Oh boy, that's not good for your vehicles. There are some ZTZ 96s over there. I think it's an interesting operation to train up the Thunderbolt. Don't shoot my Bradleys, please. How rude. ZSD, there we go. Let's do tanks dead. Ah, NTR. And we're gonna counter that with the Atacams. See what? You destroyed it? Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be that lethal. Or at least not that fast. What you got there? That is their NTR. Okay. Let's move forward a bit. See if we can destroy the infantry inside their vehicles. That'd be ideal. It's probably not going to work. I'm going to get quite a bit of support here from mortars. Or from mortars. Yeah, this is a little busy. I want you to bomb that, and I want you to bomb this. Because there is quite a large armor group up for grabs here. We need them out of the way. I just hope that the NTR is not going to kill my birds, which it does. Oh, that was a good strike. That was a really good strike. You, get out. You, move over. No, don't snipe. Not happening. These US Marine Raiders are going to require some recovery. I really need more infantry. Marine Force Recon is a 6-man team. I'll take Rangers. If you're offering, I'll take Rangers. Take out that vehicle. Be quick about it. Because it's not sitting around and letting you do that. Let's start building up a counterattack. These Luzanduis are going to be very annoying. Anything else I can call in? Not really. At least I have support for my fob, which is really valuable. And I can tell the mortars to start working. Relocate. And I do need you to cross the street here. Just a dangerous part, but it's better than getting shot at with PTZ 87s, or 89s. Take those things out, please. Thank you. Recce moving up. Recce, it's going to be a really difficult and dangerous op there, but it needs to get there. Rangers have arrived. Gentlemen, welcome. The fight is going on. And it's a little busy here. But otherwise we're fine. What you got there? 96 Alpha. Hold on a moment. You're not supposed to be there. We agreed that you're not going to pull a flanking attack. And look at that. But it is a good lesson. Expect a flank. They have captured Golf and Delt. Oh, my sniper team is dead. Let's go on a hunt. Longbow. The only issue is I cannot really constantly micromanage it, which is a bit limiting. Because I still need quite a bit of attention on this town. Take that thing out. There's another one down. The Rangers being here really helps out the rest of the squads. Because they were getting reduced. Really? Come on. Got him. Fall back. Riflemen are now back up to well, firing team readiness. There we go. Ammo explosion. That should knock it out. Abrams, we're going to have a new mission here. We're going to push right in and see what that CV is doing. Rangers fall back.
What can the infantry do for you, sir?
I need you to go over there. I need the hammer to move to here.
Move in there. Out.
Oh, you left?
Set a new observation post there.
Where'd the CV go? Maybe it got... There we go. Stationary again. Maybe it got a bit uncomfortable about my presence here. You guys alright? Mostly. It's just this constant flow of tanks. It's not really something I can easily stop. I can bring in an elite AH-64 Echo Apache.
Yes, sir.
That might help. Where's that CV? There's really not that many hiding spots on Golf.
Sweeping this area.
I need you to cross the road, guys. Need to fall back. Nope. What the hell? Where did it go? You're supposed to have exceptional optics. Very good. Is it inside the town? Let's send in the National Guard and go and have a look. Ah, it's getting hit by the laser dazzler. I was wondering what was going to happen, and the answer is yes. It is happening. Alright, new plan. This thing is just taunting me now. This thing is just taunting me. Where are you? You guys get a move on. To there. Where you'll be met by a Super Lynx. Am I missing something here in Golf?
We're sweeping this area.
Aha!
Safety's off, folks.
There you are. That is a really sneaky CV. Let's see if this thing will kill it. That's the Atacam's firing, by the way. You got another tank destroyer coming in, and another... Ooh! And then some. The infantry groups have arrived. Cordon, I need you guys to start doing something useful. Yep, CV dead. Go in there. What's happening here? Oh, you are having a bad day. Stop shooting my tanks. Thank you. Super Lynx over there. Don't fire anything. Infantry. Rough day at the office, but they're alive. What? Hold on, I think I didn't kill it.
Who do you want us to transport?
It did not die. Crap.
It always comes down to the
Marine
infantryman
Raiders.
and his right.
I want you guys to just shell the road here. Talking to the mortars now, not the Marine Raiders. National Guard, check out this compound here. And that one. Longbow, over here.
Get a better look at that.
I really have to be juggling my infantry around to make sure that they don't all end up dead.
Unit is formed and ready.
Which is kind of what seems to be happening. Or at least not for lack of trying.
Waiting new orders, sir.
Sit and split. Oh, I think they took it out. These guys are suddenly elite. And they appear to be missing one law. There we go. Laying down the law, just like that. And I said that it wasn't going to come in useful. I wasn't counting on a super heavily damaged command unit like that. Go away. Thank you. What's the fob? Ah, the fob's perfect. Fobs, in this mod, holds 25,000 supplies. Not, what is it, 16,000 I think, as the normal CVs do. Fobs do.
What can the infantry do for you, sir?
Hello, there's ETZ. How about you go and harass a different town, yeah? Jesus. Unending flow of these things. I really don't want to put a couple of tanks here, because the risk is too great. What I could do is just barge into Pingu with the armor here and see if I can shut down their command sector. So let's go with a couple more tanks. I want you guys to make it to here. We're going to cross into there. These tanks are going to cross from here. And this Super Lynx is going to work as a spotter.
What can the infantry do for you, sir?
Riflemen, you guys are doing a hell of a job. Set rep. Open fire, kill the command tank. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Job done. Oh, I lost a tank. That's probably down to the command tank that killed me.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his right.
Okay. Ah, there's another one.
Just spit it out.
And where do you think you're going? I suppose back to golf.
Need some extra eyes, sir?
Well. Would you like to really try that solo? No. Not against 4 Abrams, you're not. What's your intent?
Want us to place the Morgan?
Ah, crap. Minimum range. So I cannot fire from there. We're gonna have to increase the distance. These tanks are starting to get pretty beat up. Minimum range is about 8.5. I lost another Abrams there. I think I might have somewhat stemmed the flow here. Because they're not sending all their tanks here. They're also starting to send some tanks to that location. Come on.
Changing position now.
Let's barge these things in here. Oh, you've been taking too much damage. Push.
You've got something for me?
Regroup.
Good scout is one you don't see.
Ah, they're still panicking the Super Lynx. That's what they're up to.
What are your orders, sir?
Crap. Too close. Well, at least it's a tank fight. I was asked to do a bit more zooming in, so here you are. Ooh.
Just spit it out.
Wait, one of you got pretty badly hurt.
We're engaged.
This is
What can the
not a clever idea, but I do want to take a few units of infantry outside of this sector
infantry do for you, sir?
and walk them over to there. See if I can neutralize their command unit there. I have 6,000 points, so I should be able to spend some more, right? I'll take some more elites.
Spit it out.
Make your way back to the repair station, please.
At the ready, sir.
This is nothing short of spawn camping, what I'm doing here. Well, not quite. I'm spawning, or I'm camping the sector where they can spawn, but they can also drive them around to there. It's not as bad as it could be. Ah, hello. I was looking for you. There we go. Unit eliminated. Total victory. Kills 59 to 123. Really? I made it up to that? Damn. Losses 803. So that's a good kill to death ratio. And I think we can thank the infantry. Because the guys called Opava have been busy. Very busy, in fact. That's a whole bunch of armor. Good work, gentlemen. Sykes also took out a lot of vehicles. Sometimes infantry, sometimes the transport. Marine Raiders, more Marine Raiders. And here come the Abrams. Oh, Hagen was a successful operator. And then the losses. I do not appreciate the kill on the Thunderbolt and the Strike Eagle. The Abrams. At the risk of sounding a bit cocky, I have a ton of these things. So you're bound to lose a few. But considering that I spent effectively 4 Abrams and pushed them back into their own sector and then eliminated their CV, I'd say that they earned their keep. So that's Shenzhen. There is the possibility of wiping out everything here if I can kill the reserve tank regiment. That's not easy. That's 92 units of infantry and 78 tanks. Fortunately, of slightly inferior quality, but the challenge is to get a group to go in there and strike them right now. The only guys who could do that... No, not even those. The Hong Kong rebels. I can send those into Yantian, but they don't have a command unit. And I think that Yubai with their Type 56 RPG is not really a good match against their Yubai and Zanchi, and especially not some of the higher tier infantry. Yeah, let's not. Anything else I need to do or move? I can R&R you guys. We still got a naval attack squadron here. More of a nuisance than anything else. They're not actively interfering with operations, so I'll just leave them be. I could, since the amphibious invasion threat has passed and the helicopter group has died, send the 3rd Infantry Brigade forward. That's striker infantry. Yeah, that could come in handy. Javelins as well. Move. And these guys will hold down the fort. Mostly. Okay. End the turn. Ship versus ship. Yantian. Alright, we're going to do this battle in the next episode. It's going to be an interesting one probably, because they have a lot of battle groups. But quite a few of these battle groups are low on morale. And that means that they only have 3,411 points. Oh, sorry, they're low on total value of forces. And that means that with their morale, I need to only destroy 10%? No. It's not that bad. Well, I don't need to destroy that many versus the 10,000 points that I need to lose. So, that is coming up in the next episode. For now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for next episode.